So now here, as we can see, this is the domain controller. Sorry, this is the PC where we actually looking for the installation stuff, right? So install hyphen Windows feature. This is the command to install any rules and feature into any PC, right? Right now we are looking for this uh, this feature. Their name is wireless underscore networking, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just write here name wireless underscore networking, and then after we also write there purpose, so which will show us the entire information what is going on in this installation progress. Okay, so let's run it, and then after you can see. Can you see here purpose? Installation is
Yes, sir.
started. Continue with installation, preparing, processing started, prerequisite processing succeeded, right?
Hmm.
So this kind of stuff, this kind of information we'll get from the verbose tag.
Okay, sir.
Just hold on. It's done, right? It's done. And we can also see there is some warning message, right? This warning message shows that you must restart this server to finish the installation progress, right? So let's restart this PC. So as we know, restart command, right?
Yes, sir. Restart computer.
Yeah, restart computer and just run this computer. Sorry, run this command and we'll see the impact of. Let's connect once again.
Sir, on this local machine, we created two user. One was your name, Santosh, and one was Sam. Where
Yeah,
that user are?
that user are inside this PC,
So can you show me, sir? So usually when we go to other user, okay, it's there.
right?
Mm, yes, sir.
So either we can use administrator user or SAM user or something. Clear now? Let's check
Yeah.
once again. Get Windows feature. You don't want to start this Windows Server Manager automatically. So you just need to put here, select this option. Okay. After that, Windows Server Manager, it's not a start at login time. Now, can you see here this feature? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here we can see this is the selected, right? And in their status, you could say there is installed, right?
Where it is installed? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Installed.
Yeah.
So it was
Yes.
available,
Hmm.
right?
True.
So this is the command. Actually, we are looking for this command under name. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the command actually which we need to install any rules and features inside this PC or inside this computer. Now clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So let me uninstall this one. So for uninstallation, we'll have uninstall command uninstall. Okay, and then after we'll check the name. Okay, and name would be the same one, right? Because I'm also going to uninstall this command. So just select it, copy it, and paste it here, and run once again. Now, can you see?
Yes, sir.
So this way, we'll install and uninstall any roles and feature which is available in our
In our computer, yes.
PC.
Okay. Sir, can you also please save all these commands so that I can get the copy of this command as well?
This is the list of command, here,
Now
and
the one you are typing on your here, untitled.ps, yeah, the on the top.
this one.
Yes, sir, all these commands.
Now it is visible. Now is
Yeah,
it visible to you?
yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the commands to install, uninstall, git, right?
Yes, sir.
So we know how to rename a computer, how to set a static IP address, how to add local user, right?
Yes, sir.
And also we have another command which is sconfig, right?
Yes, sir.
So sconfiguration command usually used to configure a very initial setup of Windows operating system.
Yes, sir.
So even if you are using core server, headless server, the one you did before, and you
Mm.
said that I don't know what is going on to my PC, and I said okay, you need to install with graphical user interface. Did you remember that day?
Yes, sir.
So here, let me show you one more here, because I have lots of computer I did here which has core. So what is going on here? So in this Ethernet synthetic option, leader, get into the network. This is the network issue. Now let's start this one. And here, can you see?
Yes, sir.
So this is the core PC.
What does it mean? Core PC means.
Core PC means without GUI interface.
Oh, without graphic interface.
Yeah.
Mm. Do people use core PC? I don't think this time people use core PCs.
Always people use core PC.
Hmm.
Always,
Why, sir?
because this is the very sum of complexity to use that PC, which means there should be there must be a very minimal interface to connect, and very few people can control this PC. Very few people can administer this PC. Okay, So this is also you know secure kind of stuff. The first thing.
Oh,
The second thing, it doesn't require more memory and processing capability to run itself. Okay, the second thing. The third thing, it's not a which means it's not a hardware hunger, right? It doesn't require more hardware to run itself, or it doesn't require huge RAM and CPU to load their graphical interface, especially. Okay, so yeah, so this is only only a specific people, though they have some of idea about the core configuration kind of stuff, they may gonna use this one. Okay, so
okay, sir.
to remove from here, never computer to server, never yes, space files right domain. It's a I think it was lab. Now, can you see it's a very, faster compared to graphical interface, right?
Mm, yes. So graphically, it's like graphics, like visually, we can view many things on the screen. That's why, like, we have a many, like, graphics thing. We can insert these USBs, all that thing. That's the reason we call it graphic interface.
Yeah, graphical interface, which means desktop environment. That means, varieties of files, folder, icons, mouse, menus. These all are the part of graphical. So here, as we can see, while starting this PC, there is no nothing loaded such as desktop and their entire desktop item, right?
Mm,
So this is just a command line where we can use command line tool to manage all of the things, or either PowerShell. So here we can see, this PS, actually this PS, this one, this is shows that this is the PowerShell. If you are looking for the command line, you just need to put the CMD and hit enter. You can see directly this kind of interface, which is known as command line. If you want to switch from command line to PowerShell or PowerShell to command line, you just need to write the PowerShell. PowerShell, enter. Now, see,
mm,
so command, this one,
yes, sir.
PowerShell,
PowerShell, right? Edit
just
it.
write PowerShell.
Mm,
Oops. Now, uh, after connecting or after switching to the PowerShell, we have all of the PowerShell command here, like get Windows switch. Okay,
Mm.
Install Windows feature, uninstall Windows feature, restart computer, and everything. Right
Yes, sir.
now, if we know how to install roles, features into through PowerShell, it's easier for us, right?
Yes.
Because all of the commands, right? Command name, right?
Yes.
Everything we can install here. There is no problem. Let's suppose I'm looking for DHCP server. Okay. So as we know, DHCP is especially used to provide IP address to all of the computer, right? DHCP server. So here, as we can see, this is not yet installed, right? But it's available, right? The same way here we can see Active Directory domain services. This is the domain controller service.
Yeah, we can install this one.
Yeah, so we need to install this one. Okay, and
Yes.
this is also available, which means we don't need additional sources to install this specific roles or features into our PC, right?
Yes.
So here, this is the core. Okay, this is the core computer. If let's suppose somehow, if we did this one, if we did this one, okay, in previous Windows operating system, while we are, just closing this one, it was closed. But nowadays, they modify this one. So at least this window will always be available to the system admin or, technical person. So even someone they are trying to close this one, it would be there. It doesn't supposed to be closed themselves. Okay, but if you are using previous Windows operating system such as Windows 12 or Windows 16, at that moment this was not automatically loaded, and also if someone they close the screen, there was close, at that moment it was closed. But now while we are using Windows Server 2022, in this Windows Server 2022, they right here to stop sconfig from the launch, do like this, right? Because it's auto launch.
Yes, sir.
Because it's auto launch. So here we can see its auto launch is false, which means it will be automatically start. But if we looking for this one, we don't want to, automatically launch the sconfig command. Here is the command that we need to execute. So set 8 config auto launch false. Okay.
Okay.
So uh, and this should not be closed. See, while we are trying to close, here it's saying that it's loaded. So this is the good benefit, while using Windows Server, because this is Windows Server 2022, right?
Yes, sir.
But if you are using Windows 2012 or 2016, they don't have this kind of command settings. So that time, while we are doing closing window, nothing will be here, nothing into the screen. Only we can see, this type of screen, blank screen. Okay. So if you'll get this kind of blank screen, what we need to do is just press Alt Control Enter. Okay, Alt Control Delete button, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then after here Task Manager, and under Task Manager we should create a new task and just write CMD, and then after there is command like that. Okay,
Okay.
if somehow you can just see that there is nothing, only blank screen, and I can move the mouse. Okay, but nothing else than the mouse cursor. So what we'll do, we just press Alt Control and Alt Control Delete button. Okay, and then after here we can see Task Manager. Go to the file, run new task, and type CMD. Hit enter. Now we'll have interface for the other stuff. Okay, then after another PowerShell. Okay, so we can now indicate the PowerShell. We can load PowerShell. Then after we get all of the information. Okay, through the PowerShell. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
If somehow you couldn't see any,
Hmm. No, actually, yeah, I understand, sir.
so this way, this is the good to do all of the things here. Now here the domain controller PC, we just uninstall this feature. Let's have a look. Is this feature required reboot, right? Can you see there? Yes, yes,
Yes,
it's
sir.
requiring restart
Yes, sir.
to make
Come.
changes. Okay, so for this one, let's restart. Wait for it.
Working on features.
All done.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's updated now. Yeah.
Now here I want to enable some of firewall features. Okay, as well as need to create users. Okay, either local user or you know um, and also sometimes we need to add that user to a part of server management kind of stuff, like administrators group. Okay, so if we'll have sconfig, that is fine. Okay, because by the help of sconfig command, we could we could have all of the things, all of the settings, right? It's easier to
Yes.
us to do this stuff. Okay, let's suppose uh, if we are not going to use sconfig command, how could we do those? Okay, so let's get back to the PowerShell editor. And
Yes, sir.
here, let's check the IP address first of all. Okay, so here is the IP address. Okay, here is the IP address. It's a 1.80, right? Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
back to the another server which has only command line, right? So here, IP config, right? Now, can we see the IP address here?
Yes, sir.
It's 16, sorry, 14, right?
Mm.
So let's try to ping with 80 towards 1.80. Oops. Ping, ping 192.168.1.80, right? This
Mm.
is the domain PC IP address. I mean to say DC1, yeah, DC1 computer IP address. Can you see here? This is
Sir,
the
I'm confused. Sir, we have two computers, one
have two
DC1,
computer.
that's our what server window,
Can you see here
DC1.
now one by one and server one?
Both are server one. One is core computer, one is graphical. Yes.
Yeah. So now can you see here?
I can see, sir. DC1.
Okay.
Yes.
This is called DC1.
Yes.
This is called DC1. A little bit is smaller. Now, now we can see differences into these two PC here, right? Side by side. So here we'll have IP config command. Let's run the IP config command. Now you can see here, this is the IP address of this PC, right?
Yes.
As we can see here, we'll have this IP address. So let's ping with each other. Ping 192.168.1.14, right? Now
Yeah, it's running it. Why it going giving us request timeout?
request timeout. So what's the reason behind it?
Yeah, it needs to. It's connected to the network. It looks
Yeah,
like if it giving this request time, it means it not connected to the
yeah.
internet.
But both computer having internet here.
Yeah.
You can see, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Dramatical, dramatical things here going on. Yeah. Now you can see google.com is working, right? But
Yes.
here in core PC we don't have browser. Now,
Yeah.
how could we check if there is internet connections going on or not? We just ping with the dedicated
www.google.com.
uh, website.
Hmm.
Now you can see there is response,
Hmm.
right? There is
Yes, sir.
response from it. So here we can also use it. Okay,
Sir, what? Why? What does it mean? It.
this is also Google IP address.
Oh.
Okay, this is public Google IP address. So if you will, if you will have response from 888 or any website, which means
Yeah.
here
It's
we have where we do have internet connection. Now, Both computer having internet, both computer having their IP address in same range, right?
Yes.
Their subnet is
Classy.
same, yeah. Their subnet mask is same, their network prefix is same, right? But even they are not pinging with each other. What is the problem here?
Because they are not on the same domain.
They are in the same domain because their IP address is same. So here we'll have very nice one, you know, firewall. Okay. So most of the cases, firewall settings doesn't allow ICMP. Okay. And without ICMP, we don't have echo request. Okay.
I
So
don't know
now,
what is this, sir. ICLP.
so here I'm going to check, you know, Windows firewall option, right? So it's a in graphical tool we have wf.mc command for Windows Advanced Firewall. Okay, here inbound option we can see either we need to enable file and printer sharing, right? This one, okay, file and printer sharing echo request or IPv4. Okay, either we should enable this one, just enable this rule, and then after let's have a look from the core PC. Now we'll get. Can you see?
Sir, can you explain with this thing, please, again? It's
Now,
new to me.
can you see there is response?
Yes, sir. Both
Just
computer has the internet, but
I'm
when
I'm, I'm
pinging,
just I'm just enable and disable this rule. So can you see by the cause of this rule, system having sometime reply response, sometime it doesn't, right?
mm,
Just right click, enable. Now see the behavior of the system. See, let's disable. Now, see,
yes, sir.
so this is only because of this policy. Okay, and by default, Microsoft, especially while we are using Microsoft having this uh, firewall policy to disable ICMP. So no one can, easily communicate with a PC or communicate with any Windows PC until and unless they don't have, they didn't do, file and printing sharing echo request enable rule. Okay, they don't supposed to have to, ping response from any computer in a network system. Is it clear?
It's clear, but need to get more clarification, sir. Sir, it's clear. Yeah, you have explained me thoroughly, but need some clarification, sir. So, how did you open this window, Windows Defender Firewall with advanced security?
This is a Windows firewall settings in every computer. Okay, so let me go through here. Close this one. Let me close this one. Now here, as we can see, firewall. Just type firewall. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just type firewall in the search box. Now we'll have option to Windows Defender Firewall. There is status. Allow app through firewall, and other Defender Firewall with advanced security. Can you see these all of the settings?
Yes, sir.
So we can use any one of them. There is no problem. Now we can see here Windows Defender Firewall,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Now I want to open advanced settings for the firewall. Okay, so here Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Advanced setting. Just click here. Now you are on the same screen.
Yes, sir.
So this is the one option. Now let me show you the other option. So just to open firewall settings, we need to put here firewall.cpl command, right?
Okay, sir.
And directly we can go through the firewall defender
Okay.
firewall here, right? And then
Yes.
after we'll have option to go for the advanced settings here, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now I want to go directly into the advanced settings. Okay. I don't want to go from here to there and there to there. Okay. So what we'll do here, we'll have wf.msc command. WF, which is Windows Advanced Firewall Settings. Okay. And hit enter. Now directly we are here, the same page, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to, enable ICMP. Okay.
Mm.
So because of ICMP, we don't have ping response from any computer to any other computer in the same network. Okay.
Sir, because of ISM.
ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. Internet Control Message Protocol.
Okay.
Okay. So especially ICMP is a network layer protocol. Okay. By the help of network devices to diagnosis network communication issue. So ICMP mainly determine whether or not data is reaching its intended destination in a timely manner. Timely manner. Okay. Or we could say uh, without ICMP, we don't have way to find or we don't have way to get confirmation from network computers, okay, from one computer to another computer.
Okay, sir.
So let's say how actually we'll get confirmation that this system having networking, we are pinging with each other. This is how we are going to access any computer in a network system. So the main one is the ping command, right?
Yes, sir.
Because ping command, it shows that is there connection to other computer or not, or is there response information from one to another computer. So
Oh,
ICMP basically here in Windows system, ICMP is automatically blocked by
okay.
the local firewall. Okay, it's already has been blocked by the local firewall. Did you get my point?
Yes,
Now,
sir. Getting it now.
now, how do we enable that ICMP policy from the firewall settings?
Yeah, you
Okay.
showed this through this way
Yeah.
by
So
right clicking.
yeah. So here, either we should create our own rule in the firewall, okay,
Okay, sir.
or we'll have also predefined firewall rule in our system, which is file and printer sharing with echo request. Can you see here?
Yes, sir. Got it now.
ICMP version 4, right?
Now it
So,
makes
so we
sense.
have two options to do this thing. One, either we should find this one, file and printer echo request, and enable this rule. Okay, this is the
Mm.
one rule which is predefined by Microsoft. The next thing, we have another option to create our own rule to enable echo request.
Okay.
So let's suppose I don't want to enable this file and printer sharing echo request, or even let's suppose I don't have any idea about those things, what kind of stuff they mention into that specific policy, right? I don't have
Yes.
any idea. So this is better to create my own, okay? Create our own ICMP rule to enable ping, right? So how we'll do this? Just get into the firewall, advanced security settings, right? And
Yes.
here we'll have inbound rule. Right click on inbound rule. Then after we can see here new rule option, right?
Yes, sir.
New rule option. Okay. So here after just clicking on new rule option, we'll have wizard, right? We'll have here wizard. So this wizard gonna help us to create a new rule for the firewall. So here, what should I select? Now, can you see, because we have lots of options here, one for program, one for port, one for predefined, another one for custom, right? So I
Yes.
don't, so for now, we are not going to allow any program through firewall. This is none of our options, right? Here port, it's a port rule, okay, for TCP and UDP. So either we
No.
can go through the port. Is it possible? Might be there is some predefined functions are there. Can you see?
Mm,
So I don't want to go for this one also. Let me
custom.
go, yeah, let me go through the custom where I can select whatever I'm looking for, right? Or
Yes.
whatever our goal. So let's select the custom option. Next, then after it's asking for the program and path, right?
Mm,
I don't want to go for the program and path. Okay. So let's click next. I don't want to go for the service because here under service we have varieties of services which we can allow or deny through the firewall rule. Okay. So the right now we are not looking for any specific program or all program or their path or their services. Okay, so I am not going to select any one of them. Sorry, I am not going to select either program path or services. All program is okay for me. Okay, this is the default one. So let's continue with the all program here. Now here we can see protocol and port. So here under protocol port, you know here we can see this is the customization option here,
yes.
right? So here we can see,
IPv, IPv, ICMv4. Yes.
right,
Yes.
ICMP v4. Can we see after selecting this protocol we'll have this one customize option,
Okay,
right?
sir.
So let's get into the customize option, and here a specific ICMP type we just select this one, and then after can you see here
Yes, sir.
echo request. Okay, now our echo request has been enabled. So let's
Mm,
click next, and then after here, uh, which local IP address does this rule apply to? Any, okay, and which remote IP address does this rule apply to? Any. So let it be any to any. Okay. Next, now here we'll have three options. Allow this connection, allow the connection, allow the connection if it is secure, and block this connection. Okay. So I'm going to allow this connection. So it is good for me. And here, where this rule will be applied.
mm,
When does this rule apply? Either domain, private, or public. Okay. So all of the profile is good for me. Now I'm going to click next. And at the end, it's asking for a name. Okay.
mm,
Just name for that specific uh, rule. So here I am going to assign a name. So let's say ICMP allow policy or rule. Okay, or we could say enable ICMP rule or allow ICMP rule, any name,
Yes, sir.
And here we can see, okay, uh, in the description. By the way, this is the optional one. Okay, so here we could write anything. There is no restriction because this is the optional kind of stuff, or even uh,
We
we'll
can
just
skip.
leave. Yeah, we can skip this one, just leave it
Mm,
and finish. Now we'll have here ICMP rule, right?
okay.
Now let's get back to the ping command once again. Here, can you see the reflection of this rule? Now see
Mm,
the same,
yes, sir.
right? If we
Yeah.
are enable this rule, can you see?
Mm, yes, sir.
So this is how we can create a custom rule for a specific, to perform a specific task or to perform a specific, you know, a specific task or allow or deny, a specific software protocols.
Oh,
So this is how actually, Windows Firewall itself running or securing our system. And
okay.
by default, ICMP is not allowed by Windows operating
Mm, got it, sir.
system. Either
Sir, can
we need to disable the entire firewall settings in Windows,
mm,
but this is not a good practice. Okay, to just disable the entire, firewall rules for any PC or for any computer, right?
yes, sir.
So I want to enable, but also need to, do some changes, do some customization for the fulfill our requirement. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is how.
Now I got it, sir. So usually I got so for because we like in our department, for example, if client calls us and say my computer is not getting the connection,
Mhm.
and when we ping that device, and after pinging that device it's giving us because if
Request
we ping,
timeout.
yeah, if it giving a request time out, it means that device is blocked on the firewall. Yes.
Yes. One reason. This is the one reason.
Yeah, and the second reason could be it's not like there is no network cable not connected to the network,
Yeah.
could be the reason. If it's connected to the network, for example, and when we are pinging that device, and if it gives request timeout, it means that device is blocked. Firewalls are blocked on that device. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So how would we troubleshoot? Just
Th-
disable the entire firewall rule. Okay, just disable the entire firewall rule.
mm,
Okay, and let's check the result. Okay, as we can see here, it's not pinging, right? So
yes, sir.
how do we check this one? Is it by the cause of firewall, or there are, another? So for this purpose, what we'll need to do, we just let get into the firewall. It's a firewall.cpl command. Okay, the basic CPL. Okay, and here we just turn off the firewall.
Hmm.
Okay, just turn off the firewall. Let's have a look. If there is a firewall issue, you know, if this issue by firewall, which means we'll get the response. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
If it is a firewall, we'll get the
Okay.
response. Let's enable it. Just make sure, is this part of firewall, is this cause of firewall, or it's another issue. So
Yeah.
if it is by the cause of firewall, you just check whether it is enable or disable. If it is disable, and then again we don't have
Mm,
response, which means this is the not a firewall. Okay,
mm,
we should look into another stuff.
mm,
But if you will get respond while disabling firewall settings, which means 100% this is the part of firewall, right?
mm.
So while we are troubleshooting, a network-based application or network-based, like ICMP or any other stuff, right? We have to check first of all the firewall, or if there is some of antivirus, we just need to, un, need to disable real-time protection from that specific antivirus, right?
Okay, sir.
Because as we gathering the information,
Mm,
footprinting the information to our client, that how and when and where and what is the cause of this thing, so
mm.
we'll ask them step by step. Okay, when you will get this error, or when you will find that your computer having this kind of issue, and before facing this issue, facing this issue, uh, did you install any software, any other stuff into your PC, such as antivirus or any other stuff, right? If they
Yes.
said yes, I did it, because some of technical person, they suggest me to install antivirus into your PC, and after installing antivirus into my PC, I got this kind of issue. This means what? This means by the cause of antivirus, because most of the antivirus, they disallow, or they um, secure the communication from host to any other computer. Okay, so this is how, how do you know that what are the major problem to occurring this kind of issue. Okay,
Mm,
so if let's say, for the same scenario, the one we are working here, as we know, our both computer, we just fresh install here, we didn't do anything here, right? We just change the computer name, set some of basic stuff such as IP address, changing computer name, adding local user into that computer, and also adding local user to the administrators. That's all we did here, right? But
yes.
while we are pinging with each other, we didn't get responding information or echo request from the specific targeted PC. That means we should also create some of firewall rules, or enable or disable some of firewall rules specific specific for the ICMP responder, right?
Yes, sir.
So here, as we can see, just enabling or disabling, firewall rule will get into the point, right? The right point. This is the issue, right?
Oh, there we go. Got it, sir. Sir, for example, I have two computers at home,
Mhm.
and both computer, when I'll get, for example, because we are having the same internet connection, so
Yeah,
Wi-Fi is our main same connection,
yeah,
and they both are in the same class.
same
If I
network.
try in the same network, yeah, if I try to ping my computer to through the different device, they will not ping. Yes,
Yeah,
because they're because firewalls are blocked. Yes.
yeah,
Okay, if I enable the firewall on my machine, or I create a rules, and then I try to ping and it will work. Yes, sir.
100%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a really, sir, it's such an amazing thing that I learned today. I like it, sir, how the firewall works.
So I hope this been clear to you.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. It really, really, yes, makes sense to me.
Okay, so this way, we can enable, disable, we can allow, disallow,
Okay, this ICMP protocol is really help us for enabling and disabling the firewalls.
Yeah. So let's enable the custom rule here.
Mm.
Okay. Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Also, we'll have option to create the same firewall rule using PowerShell.
Okay.
So here, basically here, we'll have a special command for the firewall, okay, which is called netsh command. Okay, it's a netsh command. So let me get into the other PC first here, because as we can see, I can ping from this PC, right? I
Yes, sir.
I can ping because here I can see my PC have this IP address, right? And this computer having this IP address. So while I am pinging from this PC, okay, from this PC to this PC, it's working, right? It's
Mm,
working, right? But
yes,
if I am going to try from this PC to this IP address, let's have a
it
look.
won't. It won't
Let's
because
have
we.
192.168.1.14. Ah, sorry, I should indicate
Yeah.
this command here. It's ping 192.168.1.15. Right? Now you can see the same.
Mm,
Now here we don't have advanced firewall rule. We don't have option to enable that advanced fire. Let me try this one. Firewall.cpl command. No, right? Let's try to wf.msc. No. Now,
mm.
how can I survive?
Sir, we will update this command. We will the way we the one. So, for example, window. Uh, so
Is there
we
anything into sconfig?
no network settings.
No. Network setting just for the
It's
network
different.
access.
Yeah. No. No, sir.
So
There
now,
should be a command for sir.
now
So first we will
this is
update.
hard for us. No, no, this is hard for us to enable. Okay, right. So here let's have a look. Netsh command. Okay, this is netsh command. Okay, so here let's have a look. Question. Okay, just put the question mark and you will have all of the netsh command help files. Can you see? Here we can see netsh command like about, add, advanced firewall, alias, branch cache, you know, by, delete, commit, DHCP client, dump, execute, exit, firewall, help, HTTP interface, lots of command. This netsh will allow us to do there, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
now, I'm looking for the advanced firewall, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we did before through the advanced firewall, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's the command for the advanced firewall? Can you see here?
Yes, sir. Changes to the net SH advanced firewall ADV firewall.
Yes, exactly. So here, let's have ADV firewall. Fire. Now, where we are right now in advanced firewall, right? Now, I want to see what was the option we could use through the advanced firewall because I don't have any idea. So let's put the question mark there to get help for from the advanced firewall. Now, here we can see
Sir, how did you get NSH? Net SH means so whenever we
net
need
shell
to.
command.
Okay, net shell command. Okay.
Yeah. So here we can see, advanced firewall, but I didn't get a specific rules or a specific command, right?
Yes, sir.
But I can see there is show command, there is set command, right? There is a trace
Hmm.
command, right?
Yes.
So let's show the information. Okay, let's show the information. What is the what is there, So just so because here we can see, show command display profile or global properties.
So
So
yes, sir, you need to be in Australia. You will have. You are so smart, sir.
so
Your
here
package will be.
so here can you see here net is a
Yes.
advanced firewall and here we can see show command. I just execute, just put that show command here. So by the help of show command I can now see all of the you know profiles,
Hmm.
current profiles, domain profiles, global profiles, private profiles, public profiles, store, right? So
Yes, sir.
here, let's have a look into
Show all profiles.
our current profile or domain profile. No, we'll also have to create a new profile here. Okay, so let's have a look first of all their profile, right? So
Yes, sir.
here, so all profiles, right? All profiles, and let's have a look. So I just execute this command, all profiles, where we'll have domain profile settings, right? Where we can see this is disabled, right?
Yes.
Inbound notification disable, remote management disable, right? While this command is enabled, while this domain profile is enabled, right? And right now it's a state showing that this is enabled now,
Hmm.
right? If you are looking into a private profile, the same thing we can see here, right?
Hmm.
If you are looking into public profile, the same thing we can see here, right? So this is the default profile which our operating system having right now, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So these are the uh, file default profiles. So now I'm going to create a new rule. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So so here we can have option to create new rule through native firewall. Okay. Or even if we'll have if we have already some of ideas about file and printer sharing echo request. Did you remember that one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
ICMV for something.
yeah, ICMP before
Yes,
file
sir.
and printer sharing, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
so if we have idea about that one, there might be there is this file or there is this rule already into this firewall. Okay, so let's enable that rule and then after we can communicate, right? one option. Okay, right? This is for one option. And even we can create our own, right?
Hmm.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So if we'll have, there is no problem. If we have some idea that, um, um, you know, that firewall having file and printer sharing, which means if we'll have idea about that one, we just need to enable that one. Okay. If let's suppose I don't have idea about those, I want to create my own, right?
Yes, sir.
So how do we create? How do we create new rule?
New
Okay,
rule.
new rule by the help of netsh command. How do we
Hmm.
create a new advanced rule or new rule for the enable netsh, right?
Yes, sir.
So what are that rule? So here we should enable that one. So let me enable the firewall rule for ICMP. Okay.
I can't see where are you typing, sir.
No, I'm not typing. I'm just,
Okay, he's
I'm just,
explaining you. Okay, sir.
yeah, I'm just explaining. So here, what we need to do here, just let's run the command netsh advanced firewall, right? And
Yes.
here, firewall. Okay,
Okay, sir.
firewall and add. Okay, add rule. Okay, let's assign a rule name. Okay, add rule name equal. I'm going to, let's suppose, breathe rule. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So for naming convention, I'm just adding this rule.
Okay, sir.
And then after protocol, right? I'm using equal ICMP V4, right?
Yes,
Equals
sir.
ICMP V4, right? And then colon, okay? And we should allow even any, okay? Okay? ICMP
Yes.
V4, any. Hi, Yad. Just hold on. Yad, how are you? Hello? Hello? Hi, Yad. How are you? Good afternoon.
Yeah, all good, all good.
So, Yad,
You didn't send me the link that one.
no,
Luckily, I
actually,
just
no, actually, it's 4 o'clock now. It's 4:48. It's 2 months. Okay, yeah, give me just 15 to 20 minutes. I'll be back to you.
okay.
Actually,
No worries.
I'm having another session. So let me
Okay, thank
complete
you.
this session and then after I'll let you
No,
know.
no worries. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, so here,
Hello. Hello,
yeah,
sir. No,
yeah,
if you are having sir class, I'm okay with that. You can teach them. We can continue later.
yeah, it's okay. But let's complete this one first.
Yes, sir.
So here, as we have, ICMP V4 and colon any, okay, any, comma, any, okay, and then after dir equal in action equal allow. Done.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Now, As we know, I just enable ICMP here. Let's look at the response,
There we go. Okay,
right?
sir, got it. Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir, much
So,
clear.
so this is the command, by the help of, even we are in um, PowerShell or, command line tool. Here, this is the, rule. This is the, this way we can add firewall rule into it.
Got it, sir.
So hopefully, the firewall, there is stuff how to add, right?
Now I guess, sir,
We
I
can
was.
also, enable, disable, delete, add. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have lots of stuff actually through firewall, you know, which will which will help us to, perform or, block or allow, okay, application, services, and too many more.
Okay, sir.
So hopefully this one is clear to you. Advanced
Yes,
firewall.
it
Now,
really makes sense to me, sir.
now here, let me get into it. Now we know how to enable firewall rule, how to install, uninstall any rules from into our system. So let's install one more rule here. Install Windows feature, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
now I'm going to install Active Directory domain services, right? Active Directory domain services. So let's run get Windows feature command, right?
Yes, sir.
Get Windows feature command to just see, entire roles and features from a server, right? As we had before, I think that was clean now. Let's wait for a while. Yeah. Now here we can see Active Directory domain service. Can you see here? Active
Yes,
Directory
sir.
domain service. So what are their command,
So there is one AD. I saw something. AD domain services.
right? So
Yes,
let's
sir.
copy it and paste it here.
Yes, sir.
So install Windows feature, name it AD domain service, whatever we'll see in the name block, right? And then after, let's have hyphen, include all sub feature as well as include management tool.
Oh, there we
Then
go.
purpose. Okay. Then after we'll have purpose, right? So
Yes, sir.
Active Directory domain service is just a domain service where I want to include their all sub features, their dependencies. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the sub feature, and then after include all sub feature. Sub feature. So here include
Include.
all sub feature, then after hyphen include management tool. So by the help of management tool, we'll have in future we'll have management option. Okay. So from tools menu, we'll get into it, right?
Yes, sir.
These are the management tool and all sub feature, which means this is the dependencies file which we actually require while installing domain services into any PC. And then after here at the end, I want to see that how is going all of the things here. So for this purpose, we will include verbs, right? And
Yes.
and we just need to run it. That's it. So this way, we'll install Active Directory domain services features, or we could say role, into any computer, whether it is graphical or even in
Sir, I wanted to check after like run executing, will it installed or not?
yeah. So here, let me keep this one, and I want to install hyphen Windows feature
Windows feature,
and name, sorry,
Active Directory.
uh, active
Mm,
directory service. Is it right?
yes, sir.
It's AD domain services, not right. Can you see here? It's AD hyphen domain hyphen services.
Yes, sir.
AD hyphen domain hyphen services, right?
Yes.
It's not Active Directory. It's AD hyphen
Exact name
domain hyphen services,
services.
right? And then after we need to include all sub features and include management, and then after goes to see there.
Mm,
Can you see?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter where we are now, either in PowerShell through core computer, core environment, or even we are dealing with the GUI environment. Okay, this is the option. So it's clear now. It's installed here. It's showing this. It's installed succeeded, right?
Yes, sir.
So same way we'll also will get the same message from this PC here. So this way we'll have option to install, uninstall, enable, disable, and all of that stuff.
Mm.
So hopefully this will be clear to you, right?
Yes, sir. It really makes sense to me.
Okay,
It's a
then.
valuable session, sir.
So we'll continue tomorrow. Not tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
This term.
On a Tuesday, sir. Tuesday,